There seems to be a myth that self-actualization is simply a utopian ideal of reaching our full potential and isn't very practical, realistic, or applicable to our everyday lives and moment-to-moment experiences. This cannot be further from the truth. There is no culture on planet Earth, no major culture, that actually values self-actualization. There's subcultures that do, but no major culture actually does. And when I talk to a lot of people, I can't help but notice that so many of them think of self-actualization just as like some, dreamy, idealistic vision that doesn't really have anything to do with the real world. And that is utter nonsense. This brings us to the first point, which is self-actualization is a human need, meaning that if you do not self-actualize, you will become sick. So because it's a need, this means that you need it. It's not a want. It's not like, oh, I want ice cream, or I want to jump up and down, or I want to go like play basketball or something. This means that if you do not have this need met, you will be sick. Self-actualization is completely fundamental to building a healthy human that just, feels good. In summary, health is mainly about feeling well. It's about being well, creating states of well-being. If you do not self-actualize, you are not going to experience much of that. You're going to be stuck in a lot of, unconscious conditioning and a bunch of other, just toxic crap that you've picked up from the environment around you when you were probably very young, and you're not going to be able to really filter a lot of this stuff out or, kind of like remove it from yourself. You're going to be very stuck in the conditioning that you were programmed with at a young age, and you're not going to really be able to go past it. So just like how if your body does not get enough calcium, you will be malnourished, if you do not self-actualize, your body, mind, consciousness, and soul will slowly wither, become sick, and corrupt. Now, this is incredibly important. Just like if you do not get the actual nutrients that your body needs, it will die. If you do not self-actualize, your consciousness will actually wither. It will actually not reach its full potential. You will not really understand what it truly means to be human. You will be too fragmented of an individual, too divided on an inner level, and you will not be able to integrate the various aspects of yourself in order to, create a healthy person or to create a fully functioning, fully capable human. You're going to be too caught in way too many just sort of toxic patterns that have been wired into you over time through culture, parents, childhood, things like this. And you don't want to live the rest of your life being a slave to these things that were out of your control. The second you're past around the age of like 18, even before that really, but really 18, you can really go deep within your mind. You've developed a strong enough sense of self to really begin to examine who and what you are, who and what the self is, who and what your personal identity is. And you can begin peeling it back layer by layer, and as you really investigate what yourself is, you'll realize that there was nothing really there. There was nothing solid there. There was no fixed identity there. Yourself, your identity, was just a bunch of stuff that you've picked up over the years, and it's been wired into you time and time again. Basically, everything that you can possibly identify as is actually a story that your mind is constructing. Kind of a lot. But really, self-actualization, this is completely necessary for constructing the person that you actually want to be. So man is both the sculptor and the sculpture. This means that we can create the individual that we actually want to be. We have the self-awareness to do so, but we do not exercise this, power that we have. So on one level, there is no real individual, there is no actual identity within you, and on another level, there's still that subjectivity. There's still thoughts, feelings, emotions, sensations. There's a bunch of conditioning that creates the sense of self and individuality and ego, identity, and that we can change. But really, fundamentally, there actually is no fixed, unchanging identity within us. It's fluid, dynamic, flexible, constantly changing, adapting to environment, adapting to survival needs. That's it for this video. Take it easy.